It's snowing. It's snowing. Well, it doesn't seem to stop. That's Hokkaido for you. Yes, we have a lot of snow.
Hi guys, I'm May.
Welcome to Hokkaido. Is this your first visit here? Well, you might be having a hard time driving a rental car on snowy roads. If that's the case, you got May. May's Visitor's Guide to Hokkaido. May's going shotgun today and she's got a driver.
You guys, hello. I am Indy.
Indy writes for automobile
I will
magazines.
give you some tips on driving in Hokkaido.
早速ですが、インディさん。
Indy,
雪道で
what do we have to keep in mind when we snow drive? Well, there are three things. It's hard to start, it's hard to turn, and it's hard to stop. Snow causes traffic jams, and car crashes are more likely to happen on narrow roads covered with snow.
スタッドレスタイヤ
How effective are stockless winter tires? Well, they work great on compacted snow, but they don't work as good on icy roads and, icy roads covered with snow. It's very slippery. You should drive carefully. Will you give me some tips on snow driving? Well, when you start your car, step on the gas pedal gently. Press it softly to keep the tires from spinning. And if you notice the tires are spinning, ease up on the gas pedal. If you keep pressing it too hard, the tires won't stop spinning. Especially when you go uphill, you might find it difficult to start your car. In that case, turn the steering wheel to the left and right to find a spot that's not slippery. Or if you don't have a following car behind you, you might need to back up to gain momentum to move your car.
カーブではどうしたらいいですか
What does it take to turn safely? Well, the first thing you have to do is slow down before you go into a curve. You have less traction than in summer, and so if you go too fast into a curve, you'll end up with understeer. Your car tries to go straight when you turn. That's why you need to slow down before you enter a curve. When understeer occurs, your car goes wide of where you're aiming. It turns less than you think, because the front wheels lose traction before the rears. It's a bad situation. When you slow down on the snow, brake gently and engine brake. That's what you should do. Most rental cars have the automatic transmission, and people don't bother to shift gears. But trust me on this, you should do it. Shift gears and engine brake effectively to keep your car under control. Your car nosedives when you brake. That's because a portion of the weight of the vehicle is transferred to the front suspension, making it easier to turn. So before you turn, brake gently, engine brake, transfer the weight of the car to the front, and then turn the steering wheel. Don't brake hard while you're turning. If you do so, you'll lose control of your car and end up having your car to spin out. So what you need to do is look ahead, and if you find a curve ahead, just slow down. You should keep that in mind. There are wide roads in Hokkaido. You might be driving too fast without knowing it. But remember to slow down for yourself and for your passengers.
それとブレーキ
Will you give me some tips on braking?
はい、これはまず強く
Don't brake too hard.
それと早めに
Brake earlier.
そしてエンジンブレー
An
キを
engine brake. Today's cars have the anti-lock braking system, better known as ABS. When you brake, it goes ga-ga-ga and helps you get the traction back.
するんですが
But it's not almighty. Like, when you drive on an icy road, you brake and the ABS works, but it only makes the gaga sound and the car won't stop. That could happen. think you have to pay attention to road conditions. It's easier to drive on compacted snow. You know, it's snow that has been compressed into a solid snow on the road. You can drive safely with studdless winter tires installed on compacted snow. But when the temperature goes below freezing, like during the night time or on a very cold day, water freezes and turns into ice that covers the surface of the road. And these icy roads are very, very slippery. I think you can tell by the way it looks. You know, icy roads look shiny. Not only during the night time, but also during the daytime. You might see icy roads in places in the shade and on bridges as well. So you should keep an eye on the road and pay attention to the road conditions. I've had some dreadful experiences on icy roads. Studdless winter tires are getting better. We have so many high-performance winter tires out there, but they can slip, especially on ice since they're made of rubber. This is what an icy road looks like. It's really hard to walk on it. You could easily fall. If you see this kind of road, slow down and slow down. That's very important. If you should ever be on an icy road and you can't seem to stop your car, don't panic. There's something you can do to get out of it. You should pump the brakes. Do you know how to do it? Okay, let me show you how. Move your foot, just like this. What kind of rental car would you recommend the people who are not used to snow driving? Most rental cars have the FF layout. That's the front engine, front wheel drive. And some are 4x4s. And if you rent a car for the first time, I would recommend the 4x4 because it's easier to start. But keep in mind that the 4x4s have some disadvantages. They have cons and pros. When you turn or when you brake, it might not work as you think it would. You know, it doesn't turn as good as an FF or an FR, which means if you go too fast into a curve, your car tries to go straight and turns less than you expect. That's what I was talking about earlier in the video. Understeer occurs. So don't take it for granted that a 4x4 is a super vehicle on the snow. Thank you, Indy. Would you like to wrap it up? Okay. Step on the pedal gently and properly. And brake gently and properly as well. Brake earlier and engine brake. And if you drive a 4x4, it's easier to start, but don't expect it could do everything that you want the car to do. And that's what we learned today.
Welcome to Hokkaido. Have a nice trip.
May's Visitor's Guide to Hokkaido. Please press the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.